Let's take a closer look at the upcoming Ferrari Elettrica. It has taken a long time, but now Ferrari presented details about their first EV. The big problem of an electric car is the weight of the battery. But if you want range, you need a big one. And if you have a big battery in the car and it sits flat in the floor, it means that the car will not be very low and have a large wheelbase. Hence, the new electric Ferrari will be a GT with 4 seats and 4 doors. Ferrari uses the highest energy density of any electric car with 195 watt-hours per kilogram for the battery. Assuming that this is on pack level, their 122 kilowatt-hour battery will have a weight of 626 kilogram. The Tesla Model S had around the same battery weight in 2012, but with just 85 kilowatt-hours. So you see the progress. Ferrari is using 15 modules, while 2 are double stacked under the rear seats. So the rear seats won't be very low, and there's also no foot garage to position rear passengers lower for a coupe-like roofline. So it will look like a puro sangue brother. We should keep in mind here that every module needs to be connected. So the more modules you have, the more connectors you need, and each connector is reducing efficiency. So you always want to use as less modules as possible. Ferrari is using prismatic cells and large cooling plates underneath. That means that cells are only cooled from below, and it's hard to get temperature out of the battery. A cooling directly at the cells would enable better performance and less overheating on racetracks, but most manufacturers don't like cooling fluid too close to the battery cells. So Ferrari played it safe here, and let's see how it can withstand high temperatures. Ferrari states that the battery will be exchangeable, but you would have to design all connectors in vertical direction in order to do this automatically. Since the connectors are pointing in longitudinal direction, it won't be possible to automatically change the battery, but it would be a bigger job for the workshop, as with most electric cars. The drivetrain is interesting, and I expected nothing less. Ferrari is using one electric motor for each wheel. They use permanent magnet synchronous motors with all their experiences from F1. They will have 282 brake horsepower at the front and 831 at the back, so very rear biased. Because these permanent magnet motors still brake even if you switch them off, you can mechanically decouple them at the front for rear-wheel drive and more efficiency. The structure of the car is massive if we look at the main paths. The car could be lighter if the battery would be part of the structure instead of a frame in a frame, but Ferrari played it here safe again. They are using a double wishbone suspension at the front with a directly bolted subframe. At the rear, they use a subframe with rubber bushings for the first time in a Ferrari, which will result in a less direct feel, but more comfort and less unwanted noise from the rear motors. To increase agility again, the car has rear-wheel steering and active suspension. The active suspension is working on 48 volt, which means the car is running on 3 different voltage levels, like other electric cars. Yangwang, for example, has an active suspension running on 1200 volt, which is a lot more powerful. The Ferrari will run on steel springs and ceramic brakes. It should accelerate to 100 km per hour in 2.5 seconds. It should have a top speed of 309 km per hour and a range of 528 km. Given that the battery has 122 kilowatt-hours, that would mean a consumption of 23.1 kilowatt-hours on 100 kilometers, which is not very low, but not a surprise because of their high-performance motors. And that will also be the reason for decoupling the front axle, otherwise the values would be worse. Chassis and body will be aluminium, and it was a bit shocking to see the quality of the model during the presentation. Ferrari projects a weight of 2,300 kg, but we know we have to be careful with Ferrari weight figures. They also add that the car will feel 450 kg lighter. So overall, the electric Ferrari platform is a fairly conservative design, and the highlight are their high-performance electric motors. The 4 motors and active suspension will allow great performance. The question is just if there are enough customers for this. Ferrari is taking sound from the electric drivetrain, filtering it and amplifying it like an electric guitar. So let's see how that will sound like. Since Ferrari uses their best tech here and spends a lot on the development, we can already guess that the price will be astronomical. So how do you like the Ferrari electric platform? Let me know in the comments below and check out my other videos for more.